people is that when you are doing good with a clean mindset, with everything, somebody picks that up and forms something out of it, and they can even tell you, that I give you a mind say that Jamamu de bibi, you know, omo ye bibi omo sika dos na omo ntimi nye yesi omo nyese. People form a whole lot of perceptions about some of these things. I just want to find out from you, what are some of the things you hear and how do you take them?
Okay, so I think these things are good. When set perceptions, people some people have perception that Rotary Interact is an occultic group, which is not, because even our meetings are done in the open. When we are having our meeting, doors are open. We spread our banner across. If it's secret society, we will not even come and tell people about it. There is nothing of such. Is that we have seen a problem and we are helping solving that problem in the community. So without the problem being solved, our people are going to suffer at a maximum expense. And you see, the effect of not solving a problem is negatively higher than you solving the problem, even at a certain level. So the how do you call it, the marginal effect, you get it, the marginal effect of you not solving the problem is bigger, because at a certain point, if you're able to solve the problem, then you reduce the marginal cost, the marginal negativity aspect of it. So that is why people have to take off that perception of just come and see for yourself. If you think you can come with your cameras, you can come and video one meeting, or if you want, you can have 2 sessions with you. You have a live, because people are having so many perceptions, which is wrong. We don't even, some of the things they talk about, when I hear, it's like, oh wow, really? Then you
what are some of the things they talk?
Some people tell that Charlie's food, they are initiating into something. If you come, the way they will take you through some occultic.
Are these members?
No, some are like outsiders, and you see, they are the people that we also want them to come. So someone came for our first meeting. The person was saying, like, okay, really, don't worry, today we're having a meeting, so come. Don't worry, I'll pay for your transportation. I'll pay. When the person gets like, then the thing he has been hearing there, that's what he had. Then he has had a change of mind. Now that person is even a retractor, because he has seen that it's problem that we are solving, and it is not. If it's not a problem, everybody will just sleep. Everybody will just be relaxed. There's no, but as part of our world here, we need to solve more problems. And when you're in Rotaract, it helps you discover yourself more, because there are some hidden aspects within us that we don't know. But when we join Rotaract, it has opened it up bigger and wider.
Okay. Any other thing Mr. National Man, you want to say about the perception?
Okay, so a little bit about this one. So I've even been, as in, there are times even religious leaders they criticize us with what we do, and as my brother says, occult and other things. But one thing that might make you perceive that we are into an occult organization might be the way we sing our songs, or maybe we do fellowship. But no, if you go into any other organizations, what draws them closer, or what brings them closer, is the fellowship songs they sing during their meetings, is the way the fellowship interact with one another during their meetings. But outside people might have the perception that no, this kind of attitude I'm seeing, they are not normal. But in Rotaract, it's open, as my brother said, it's open to every religious body. So you might find a Muslim in Rotaract, you might find a Christian, you might find a Buddhist, you might find a traditionalist. But a Christian will be sitting outside and say we are an occult organization. But no, we give room for everyone to be a volunteer, to make an impact in people's life.
Okay.
And this is what we do, and not an occult organization.
In other words, with just saying giving room, so if one then becomes a member, what makes the person a good volunteer?
Okay, so the qualities of a good volunteer is that now you learn to appreciate people. You see a problem, let's say okay, we want to do polio. As recently the polio vaccination that ended, Rotary Ghana supported, and we volunteered to our partners. The Rotary Club of Accra is at Bon Cantamanso. That's where we went. We had to help the nurses there to do the vaccination. And when we got to a place, I myself, one challenge I had, one person, I think we took, when we were taking the record, the person was like, she will not allow their children to be vaccinated. Like, oh, really? We took them through, we spoke to them. This person was like, nah, as for him or her, they won't allow. About 4 or 5 people, some people, one even an educated person, said they won't allow the child to be vaccinated. He doesn't care whatever, you don't know what you're going to use them for. Which is like, it's what is your problem that we are solving. Because this polio vaccination, children need to be vaccinated. Because it's, you will not see the effect maybe within this time. Maybe within, you don't know what the child goes out there touch with the hand, even though you can wash it. Sometimes some of the children don't even wash their hands. You are not watching as the father or the mother, they just put their hand in their mouth and you get a problem, even with this COVID era. So it's something that we are saying that as for you to become a great volunteer, you need to be one ready to learn. Every great volunteer should be ready to learn. You should be a learner. If you are not ready to learn, you can't be a great volunteer. You need to also avail yourself freely without placing cost value on yourself. That as I'm doing this thing, you need to give money. So every great volunteer in Rotaract, everyone in Rotaract, being a great volunteer, that they do the things for free. Recently, with a group of people went to mountains to do that's the Rotaract Club of Osu, Accra, Oxford Street. They went to do drug abuse campaign, and it was free. Some of them, it was even raining, and the rain was beating them. They were in it. These are students. These are young people. Some are working, but they've left the comfort of their home, going to mountains. Look at the times they're in, the weather there. Some cannot even stand, but they've managed themselves, and they are doing this. So such a person has a willingness to learn, to help, because he sees the need as well. So I think my colleague will add this to it. Then
Sorry. So I want to quickly say something about that of the perception, and say that you can't judge a book by its cover. And so for me, most times, I think this actually is a general problem. So I don't really get irritated when people are saying that. I only extend an invitation to them and hope that they come and see for themselves. So when you see it, then is when you can say that, oh, this is actually green or blue. Until then, you may probably say all those things. And we know this part of in the world that negative news travels faster. And so just by virtue of the fact that someone said Rotaract is an occult and he heard it or she heard it, he intends tell someone again that, oh, I even heard that they are occult. The person doesn't know anything. He has not been to our club, has not seen anything we do. And so, or can they all probably assembly or tea into all can they all can. But that is nevertheless not what our intentions are. Our intentions are to help our communities and our societies, as young people. Now, with everything that Rotaract stands for, he read the 4-way test earlier, that we stand for the truth. Whatever it is that we are doing, we ask ourselves, is it fair? Whatever it is we are doing, is it fair to everyone that is concerned? Will it benefit everyone? So if we stand for honesty, we stand for truth, we stand for reliability, then we prepare ourselves for the things ahead of us. Basically, that is what we intend doing. So whatever notion that is outside there, we intend letting them know that this is what Rotaract stands for. This is what we intend. The general purpose of the club is to provide humanitarian services to the people outside there. Nothing more, nothing less. And so we invite everyone, if you have doubts, if you have any perception about what the club stands for, you have an opportunity to visit any of, since it is a community-based and institutional-based clubs, You can find yourself in any of them. Wherever you find yourself, I mean, whether it's in school, whether it's in a community, ask of where a Rotaract club is, and then just visit.
Now, I want to. We are on the wrapping up stages.
Sure.
I want to find out, what do you do on a normal meeting day? How is your meeting days organized? Just to give our listeners a fair view of what Rotaract stands for and what they do. Just to give them a fair view. No.
So I myself, I'm speaking as Augustus myself, because I want, if this I don't go see somewhere else. So as myself Augustus, which I can vouch for, if what we do basically is that we have meetings. Okay, we want to have a meeting for today. Let's say we are going to have a meeting.
Wait, how do you organize your meeting? Do you have
Okay.
within a week? We have Saturday. We meet every Saturday,
Yeah.
or we meet those kind of.
So
how-
it's dependent on the club. Some clubs meet twice in a month.
So let me ask this. UPSC, please. How is your meeting days organized?
Okay, so right now we are not in school.
Sure. So
But
when
we are in school,
uh-huh.
every Monday at 3 p.m. we have a meeting, and then the duration is from say 3 to probably 4:30. Then we are done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with my club Wisconsin, we meet every Wednesday from 3 to 4:30. We just do an hour and 30 minutes. Now we do a standard meeting. You see, Rotaract also practice professionalism. Rotary. Since Rotary practice professionalism, we also practice the professionalism. So if we are having our meetings are in standard. So everyone that is from Rotaract circle has more professionalism, because if I'm organizing a meeting, there are standing orders. We have a standing order of our meeting, so we follow our meeting certain pattern. So with that, we have the agenda for the day. Let's say if today is our meeting days, and we meet on Wednesdays, and every Wednesday, if you want to meet, there's a time. The time will start at 3. We don't use the Ghana time, so 3 is 3. Yes, but since we're in the COVID era now, instead of meeting at 3, we are not on campus yet. So when we go to campus, we resume back to, but we'll be doing the online and the physical meeting. But now we are meeting on Wednesdays 8 p.m. to the convenience of everyone. Online 8 p.m. So UPSA they are meeting on Mondays also at 8.
But yeah, I get that point. But then I just want to find out the sequence or the routine. So when we meet, okay, 3 from 3 to 3:15 we do a prayer section.
Okay.
We do, I just want, yeah.
Okay, so as I said, a standard meeting. So in every standard meeting, there need to be a call to order. There need to be an open prayer. So we see the Rotary grace, and we also talk about the forward test. If members can recite it, or one person can, then the object of Rotary is being read as well. So with that, then we go to the minute reading and the acceptance of the minute. Because anybody that is present at the previous meeting can move for the motion of acceptance. Okay. Yes. Then after that, we move for the purpose of gathering. Okay. Then with that, when that is exhausted, when the resource person comes to do his or her presentation, then we move to announcement that have been made.
So you get resource persons to come and speak on a particular topic. Every
time. So the president, if it's I can come and do a presentation, or a member, because these are also ways to also train up our members. Okay. These are also train the professionalism aspect of them, because some of these things are not taught in the classrooms. Exactly. The school does not give us the opportunity to do it. Because all these things, minute writing, some students don't know how to write minutes, but then when they avail themselves to learn, they will be trained. And that is why I said that our partner clubs help. That's the Rotary clubs. They also help, because if you're having challenges in certain things, we consult them. that okay, we are having challenge in this aspect, so we need a training. They will organize it for us. They say okay, you should do it this way, you should go this way,
To Playhouse Radio.
instead of being this way. So it's very good. So with our club, we speak for our club. Even though we have our partners, we speak for our partner club. We are having one partner club, which is the Rotary Club of Accra East. Yes. So as retractors from Wisconsin and UPSA, that is what we are focused on. Yeah.
I think
You're listening to Playhouse
it's
Radio.
an interesting
The
thing.
best.
Because one thing I believe is that if you want people to do a particular thing, we need to train them to do it.
Yeah.
The problem we face now is that we have not trained people to do a particular thing, yet we want them to do it.
Do it.
We have not trained people to do a particular thing, yet we want them to do it. So
Yeah.
if there is anything that should be done, we need to train people to do it. And that is why I was asking if you engage in in-house training and all that, because it's very important that we give people that training. It is very important that we give people that training. We show them what is right, then they can go ahead and do it. So if you do that, I think it is a good thing. It is a good thing. We are all into this volunteerism. Let's do something. Let's teach people something. Let's help people to gain a certain kind of knowledge, to act in a certain way, to also help society, because it is in doing that we can all see that society we want to see, or that benefit we want to see. So I think it is a good thing. I'm available. If you need anything, just contact me. I'll come and help in speaking and then in any topic you want me to speak on. But I want to find out upcoming projects. What are some of the things in the pipeline?
With myself, with my club, right now there are about 4 projects you're looking at.
listening to
But
Playhouse
since we are in
Radio.
an election year, we also have a responsibility as a club. I always say that the development of the nation is dependent on us. That if we are in a country where we are holding the guns, if the guns are given to the younger people, then the nation development will totally be slowed. So we need peace in our country, which is part of our objective. So we need to stay intact, help the nation to develop. So we are working on a peace campaign project, which is upcoming, which is also in the pipeline. We are working about. Then we are going to do an literacy project, which is help me. Give me an assistance there that we are also looking at, that will be going to the community to help the students, especially during this time, since they will going to school next year. We need to organize some classes for them freely. If some is getting to a bigger point, I think we can also writing sponsors to also get in. So I think some of the organizations who are hearing us, when it is time for that, please they should ahead to it and help, because we need to help people. People, they are going to school on 5th of January. It's a whole lot. Charlie, it's been a while. They've been in the house from since March 30th till now. I think we also need the assistance of that. So yeah, that has been some day.
Mr. Yao,
Yes.
is there any upcoming projects or anything you want to share with us?
Yes, we do. We do have some upcoming projects. Now, so the Rotaract Club of UPSA, we've taken up upon ourselves to undertake a project at the Volta region. So what we are doing is we are renovating a daycare center there, which are for the kids. It's in a bad, very bad state, and we are hoping that by the end of this Rotary year, we will be able to get them chairs, books, get them a new washroom, renovate the ceiling for them, because the ceiling when you go to that school, it's very bad. No, when it rains, they face a lot of challenges. That is so unbearable. So we are planning that by this end of year, be able to provide them with those items.
Is that all?
Yeah, I think for now, those are the projects in the pipeline.
Awesome. My maybe my final question or last but one question. You see, in doing all this too, we look at continuity, and continuity can only happen when we get fresh people on board, and that is how continuity works. If you are done and you go and there's nobody to take over from you, the chain breaks. So we are looking at continuity. My question is, how does one become a member of Rotaract? How does one become a member?
Okay, so with one, how can one become a member of a Rotaract club? So you need to, as I said, you need to avail yourself. Find a club. You can go to most of us UPSA and Wisconsin. You can go to our media pages and also follow up on us. Their contact there. You call us, we'll get in touch with you. You are a guest, so you are our guest that we are hosting. So as a guest, what we do is that we will take you through training. We will train you first. We'll let you understand the maybe the club bylaws, so that you know what the club is about. We will let everything be transparent to you at your own discretion. Nobody is forcing it on you. We'll let you understand, and we'll also take you to some of the projects that we are doing. If you are doing something, we'll also ask you to come and help in the project, so that you can be able to know what really we are doing. Because some people will tell you that, some people might tell you, okay, oh, we are into this, we do this stuff, but later when you go to the ground, they don't do that. So it will help you to discover more problems, to solve them. Yeah, so that is what we do. We take you to training, we let you understand, and we also induct you. So after the induction, then you become a retractor. Okay. Yeah, or an inductor.
Or a PIN member.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm asking this because I have been in a meeting with Full Gospel Businessmen International, and the process of becoming a PIN, they call them a pinned member of Full Gospel. That is, you are a full member. You need to be pinned, and so when they'll invite you in their programs, normal program, and it's always a dinner or a breakfast meeting, either a dinner or a breakfast meeting. So they invite you to come. Then they invite a resource person. He shares a story and all that. They do an altar call, and so when the people come in with the altar call, you want to be a member. Okay, fine. They invite you to the meeting. So it's when they invite you to the meeting that as time goes on, if you agree to be a member, so they give you a facilitator who will take you through the process, and so they'll take you through their things, as you said, teach you what Full Gospel is about and all that, take you through all the things. After everything, then they'll induct you and then they'll pin you. In the pinning, they give you their, is it brooch? Yeah. So that's what. So you become a pin member of that organization.
Yeah,
that is why I was asking. If
so we have club trainers. So they train you. So with that, at the end of the training, then they'll present you to the club.
You're listening
that
to Playhouse Radio. The best.
Fully abreast with everything, and you have accepted to continue with your membership. You want to be a member of the club. So even members, we have sometimes have training for them, so that they can know more about Rotaract. Yeah. So day in and day out, we are learning and we are developing ourselves.
And so how long does this process take?
Oh, it takes okay. So we can have an intensive 3 months training. We have intensive 3 months training.
I mean to become the member.
To become a member. Yeah. So guess you have to. Because we will give you attend at least 4 or 5 meetings, and we see your level of seriousness. There, during some of the projects we invite you on, then we'll be taking you to the training. Okay. So as you have come, we'll be giving a mentor who will mentor you, where he will also, the person who has also will guide you on the things that we do. So where we also abase you with the 4-way test, and so that you can have more knowledge about Rotaract, about what you are going to. The 4-way test.
Way test.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4-way test. So is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all? So whatever you do, you say, and you think about should be on these things. So if I come here and I'm lying,
is it the truth? Is it fair?
Fair.
Will it be better to
Will
all?
it be? Is it the truth? Is it fair? Will it build goodwill and better friendship?
Okay.
Will
it
it
build goodwill
and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
All concerned.
So everyone that matter of what you are doing, would it be beneficial to them, and is it fair to them?
Okay.
Yeah. So every decision you make should be centered on this. Every attitude of yours should be centered on this.
I think it is a good premises for each and everyone to live life on. If we are all living with these 4 things you are sharing with us, I think there will be no chaos in society.
Sure.
There will be no chaos in society. Because if you are going to do something and you are thinking about it, is it the truth? Is it fair? Will it be better to all those who are concerned? Will it bring good friendship? I think the society will be a better place to live. I encourage all. I think it is good we all become members. Even not becoming members, but we must know some of these things. And like I said, it is training.
Yeah.
We will get there.
We hope to see you to become a member.
We will get there. We'll get there. Very soon we'll be bringing our conversation to an end. And as we bring it to an end, I know that there's so much you want to say, and because of the kind of things you do, you have something you want to tell corporate Ghana and all our listeners. And so I'll give you all the opportunity to share that. What you want to tell corporate Ghana, what you want to tell every individual listening to us. That'll be your final words. But before then, I think I want to find out this. I want to find out this about us. How do we select projects? You told me first that you look at the health side, you look at various aspects of projects. Now, how do you select projects?
Okay, so see, we made mention of the areas of focus of Rotaract. We mentioned schools, we mentioned childbirth and health, we mentioned water and sanitation, we mentioned, there are 6 areas of focus. And so these areas of focus is what guides our choosing of a particular thing we want to do. Now, just as the club has leaders, so we have the president has executives he works with, and then the general members of the Rotaract Club. So we come into a consensus that, you see, like I'm a project committee chair. So the committee comes into a consensus that this particular time we want to help, we want to maybe look at water and sanitation, because that is what the people need the most, or this is where we have discovered this particular place, and what they really lack is maybe a library, or say maybe they need a washroom. Do you get it? So then we look at it from that angle. Does it fall into the areas of focus of Rotaract? If it does, then we assess ourselves, our strengths, our weakness. Can we take this? If we can, then we embark on the project by going there to see the needed people, the people we have to talk to, and everything we have to do before we start the project.
Okay. I think it is well understandable. It's well understandable. Listeners, I hope you are enjoying our conversation. Unfortunately, yamra so I say de yen kasa ne yedwumade ne niaba ewiye. Like we have always been saying, today is the special edition of all our programs. It's the holiday edition of it, and I hope you are enjoying it. I've been discussing issues of volunteerism with my 3 big men from the Rotaract Club. They have shared a lot of things with us. Inti enche yadi yankomo twetwe ne bebe wiye. I'm still admonishing you that if not for anything at all, say won't take krana. Live by these 4 things that they are sharing with us. I say, ask yourself, is it the truth? Ask yourself, is it the truth? Ask yourself, is it beneficial to all? Ask yourself, what else?
Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it fair to all concerned? And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
So, you just heard him. You just heard him. So, if not anything at all, live by all these 4 standards. And I think if you do that, society will be a better place for all of us to live. It is Behind the Scenes by Kofi Kenata. Your final words and whatever you want to say to corporate Ghana and everybody listening to us.
Can I talk?
Oh yes, please.
Okay, so a little I would like to say on this is Rotaract is open to all. We are ready to receive you any moment from now. So if you are ready, just check on our social media platforms, Rotaract UPSA, on IG, Facebook, Twitter, and then
Twitter. I like that.
I do Wisconsin also has the same. Yes, so you can follow us on Facebook for more updates and how to join or how to find our meeting venues so that you can come for our meetings. And also if anything, if we decide to embark on any projects, we send them across via these social media handles so that you can also participate. You can feel free to fellowship with us. We are harmless.
I like that. We are harmless. Mr. President.
Okay, so as I always say that in this life, one person's hand, as you say, this saying that one person's hand does not reach the covering of God's face. Now, let me bring it to tree so that maybe people understand better. Baku for answer and Sonya Mianim Kata. Now, what it means is that one person cannot do it all, so it's a collective work effort that we can all do. So let us, all of us, come together. Corporate Ghana, we know some of you are listening to us. So what we are saying is that when the need arises and we come to you for assistance within your social corporate responsibility, your CSR, please help, give the needed hand, because with this project that we do, we give evidence base as well. So we are open, and always our doors are open. You can come for our meetings, you can join our meetings online by Zoom, by Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can get in touch with us. So if you go to Instagram, just type the Rotaract Club of Wisconsin, ROC WIUC. The ROC is ROCWIUC. That's the Wisconsin Rotaract Club of Wisconsin International University College. So that is it. So when you go, just follow us Twitter, Facebook. We'll just get in touch, get more interactions, and you can get in touch with us. If you want to get in touch with us, we'll also leave our contact there, and you also follow up. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're listening to Playhouse Radio.
Me patrol, so wait you've heard it all. Kindly follow them. Just look at your surrounding and look for any Rotaract club around you and join. Volunteerism is a good thing for us all to do. It is good for us all. It is by doing so and a year in Crofobisumunya or Mohotimi maybe. You can't just be hiding what you have. Share it. You may not have the money, but you have a very good will and strength. You may not have the goodwill and strength, but when you come, we will teach you. So please, let's join hands together and let's all work together to make Ghana and the world a better place. In this conversation, if you didn't hear anything at all, just remember these 4 things. Ask yourself, anything that you are doing, is it the truth? Is it fair to all? Is it beneficial to all who are concerned? And will it build good will and also better friendship? If you would think about these 4 things before you act, trust me, you will be harmless. You will not harm anyone, and you will live life to the fullest. I think we should have all these things when we are doing anything. It is when for me, I have taken these 4 things, and I hope you do same. Thank you for doing the listening. Senior bosses, for making it a point to be here, right here on the Playhouse Studios, Playhouse Radio, to share with us the good things you have been doing over the years as you took the mantle. We hope that you continue to do all these things, and let's get in touch, let's get interactive. If Sebibia, just let us know, and we'll see how best we can also help to support. It is a call for all of us, not for some people alone. It's a call for all of us. And we are saying a big thank you to you all, Mr. Yao Amponsa, National Media Director, Rotaract Ghana. I've also been talking to Mr. Eric Sewu. He's the chair, Rotaract UPSA, and Mr. Augustus Ayedakon Ekufo. This man talks like a president already. And he's the president for Rotaract Club Wisconsin. Thank you all for being here with us and sharing what you have been doing with us. At the meantime, it is Kofi Kenata behind the scenes. Enchebiano Mejaimo. Checking out the time, it's exactly 15 minutes past the hour 12. And it is the special edition of Playhouse Radio. Our normal activities that we do. Today, I'm mixing bibia. Someone him say, Ankamena na Kofi Dankwa dear. Nanka between 10 to 11:30. Na majimedja. Na mkame the mid-morning show ne bremo. Nanso ene ma take seat no earlier on kra. Sane ya no ene enche mefri so na eya OBK the chief priest abe take over akonya no. Ofi honoma eya na nake so beba. You'll be listening and hearing so many people today. Near Kyle say a special edition. You can do the following at Playhouse Radio Facebook. You can also do the following at Playhouse GH on Twitter and also the Playhouse GH on Instagram. Don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube page on Playhouse GH. Get in touch and let's get interactive right here on Playhouse Radio. You can also download the Playhouse app at the Google Play Store. Yoko Google Play Store. Now we download the Playhouse Radio app no. You can say house no, you spell it no HAUS. Apple ne iOS users, so you can also sign on the Zeno Radio. Over to signing on our Zeno Radio. And there you can find Playhouse Radio. Yeah, that must say my listening no. Someone to me camp your ma. Nandia minima bedra for ye Jania Jamo. If you honor ma, OBK the chief priest will take over. But as we leave, na ye kaimo say, do everything with hope. Know that you can do all things. All things are possible. So keep your hope alive. Keep dreaming and keep doing good things, because God has given you the will to do the things you want to do. So keep your hopes alive and everything will be fine with you. So I leave you with this. Hope by Sarkodie.